Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby and I'm here with the lovely Debbie Fisher.
Hello Ben,
How are you?
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like, thank you for coming and joining me in my craft room.
I know, I feel very, very honoured to have been invited into your cosy, organised craft room.
Well, it is sort of organised. I mean, can you tell I'm surrounded by organisation? So any guesses what the show's about today?
Tens.
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah. No, we're all about the storage and organisation today, and we know that you guys have absolutely loved these Crafty Stash shows, so we have another hour today all about storage, all about getting organised. We need your questions, please. So as we've done over the course of the last few days, we are going to take you through loads of ideas. Debbie's got loads of storage and organisational tips for you, but your questions, please, at the end of the show about anything. But in particular, we thought this would be a really good show to talk at the end more about buddy bags, because I find on shows we get lots of questions about buddy bags and people not sure which one's good for which thing. So we can chat about that, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But just know that buddy bags are good for everything, around the house. They're so good. Yeah.
We're live and interactive, of course. Jan on the socials. Already in is Julie Palmer saying, good morning all. I really need this. My craft room is so unorganised.
Oh, this is the show for you, Julie.
Lois says, good morning from Ohio. Hello, Stephen, Nicole and Violet Hastings in North Carolina. Sian says, hello. I've just got back to the UK from a wedding in Cyprus. Safe to say I'm missing the sunny weather.
I bet. Hello.
PB Brewer Martin says, good morning to all. Keep Florida, USA in your thoughts. It certainly is.
Yes, we is in our thoughts constantly, so much love.
Brenda's in Kentucky, and Sarah Lindsay says, I need this. I love organising all my stash, but I keep getting more, so struggling to put it anywhere now. Well, hopefully we'll have some ideas for you. And Michelle says, good morning all. Just to mention as well, before we get into it, we are live tonight at 5, and it's cart load tonight, so we're looking forward to that, aren't we?
Yes, we love a cart load, always good, fast paced, got some really good buys on there. But first, Ben, we have storage today. The whole hour is literally, I want to take you through all the sort of storage we do at Crafters Companion, including folders where you can store your dies. We've got our Easy to Go, which is just amazing storage where you've got all these different compartments we're going to be looking through. We've got your desktop sort of tote bags that you can fit everything in as well. I've got my very own craft bag here, so we're going to be showing you, I mean, this genuinely is my craft bag that I take on the go, and you can see it's absolutely sort of packed to the rafters of all sorts in there, so we'll be having a good look at that as well. We're going to be looking at pen tray systems, ink pads. If you've got anything you want to see, then let us know. Like we say, we're going to take those questions and try and get you organised. So it's what it's all about this morning, or this afternoon.
Absolutely. So we are going to get started and have a look at portable craft storage solutions. So let us have a look with you, Debbie, at some portable storage on the go.
So, portable storage, if you want to know how you can get to grips with it and what you can do with it and where you can take it, we've got a solution for you. First of all, I want to show you this one. Now, the reason I want to show you this one is because it is a bag that packs down flat, but you can actually fit so much in it, put it on your desktop. So if you go to Craft Crops, if you are you having a rummage there, Ben? I've got all these paper pads in mine. Now, I've got really thick paper pads here, so you can see all of those. I've actually got 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 huge paper pads in there, really thick paper pads, so I'm going to just bring those into you there. I've also got some watercolour cardstock because I sort of keep this one as my sort of messy play, and I've got in there, we've got glues, we've got all our extra in pieces here. If I take some of these pieces out, you can see the pockets at the front here have little Velcro tabs, so you can literally have these in all different compartments, and I love that you can get properly organised with that. Ben, are you okay there?
I was just, whilst you were just going through your storage system there, I thought I'd have a little look in your tote here.
He's making a mess, that's what he's doing.
I am. And, I mean, you carry on. I'm just interested to see how much you can store in here, but it's fine. You keep going.
Okay, I'll carry on. In the sides, we have these amazing stretchy pockets. It means you can pop stuff in there and you've got additional storage. I've got my 2 paint palettes in there, and then on the other side, I've got my little palette here that we can mix our paints with. At the back, I've got nothing in there, but you've got a really big pocket here. What I normally do with mine is put my Gemini plates into the back of that one. Ben!
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So that's one of the storage solutions that you've got. If you want to be on the go, you want to fold that down flat, put everything in your bag, but then you want everything stood nice on your desk when you've got it. Now...
Sorry, can I just say from the off, I know you should never root through a lady's bag, but I was just so impressed because I saw the stuff that you've got in your tote here. And this is yours.
This is mine, yes.
Look at all of this stuff, like all of this stuff that's just come out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous, the amount of crafty stuff that you can store in your bag.
Can I just say there's still loads in here. Like if I bring this in so you can see it, there is lots in here still. And there's pockets around the outside.
You've got your whole craft room in here.
Can't believe you just emptied my bag. But what that does show, Ben, is like you say, we've got so much stuff that goes into these bags. So your storage tote bags, which are portable and you can take on the go, which are amazing. Now, the reason I bought my one in is because I really wanted to show you what I do with mine. So I have all of my craft room basically in my bag, but I also have a little tote bag that I keep in here because when I'm on the go, when I go round and I'm demonstrating in stores, when I'm at the different channels, I like to then have a desktop tote that I can put all my stuff in. So this has got everything I need to be able to demonstrate with. So I've literally got, and this has got tons in. I've got my tape pens, I've got my glues, lots. I've got my low-tack tape.
Yeah.
I've got my ink pads, I've got all my brushes, I've got all my tools, my pokey tools, I've got my scissors. I've literally got all the stuff I need to do my mixed media. I've got sparkle pens, my pencils, my tools here, my scoring tools, little clips to keep my projects good. I've got my dye brush in there. You'll see in my bag, I've got loads of washi tape. I'm a bit of an addict to washi tape. I've got my glue pens in there. So all of this will sit lovely in my bag, which is amazing. And then I'm quite tempted to tell you to put all this back, Ben, but...
I don't know where it all goes.
All of this actually fits in, so I always fold up some tissue to keep in the side. I've still got stuff in the pockets that you haven't took out. I've literally got my puffy snow, I've got my glues here. I'm going to bring this one in and show you all my stuff popped back. You know these are my favourite things, which is my brushes, which I love, so I always keep them in there so we can store those at the bottom. And because they come in the cases, absolutely, that's storage in itself.
Exactly right.
So great for your brushes there. It doesn't matter what ink you put on there, they're going to keep that ink nice and safe in there. I've got all my different ink pads that I keep in there, just some generic ones really that I keep inside my bag. We've then got I've got my glossy highlights there we can pop in. I've got my Bella Luna, but it's my sprays. I always keep a gold, there it is, a silver and a gold, well, a white and a sort of gold one in there. So that stays in there. We'll pop that in the side pockets. I've actually got my whites, but I put them in last because they're all the things that I normally go to first. Then I've got my glues, so I like to put all my glues in there. I've got all my gilding waxes that we popped inside. I have different ones. Got a little mini Xyron machine in there that I keep inside. I've got more ink pads that we can pop in there. I have my red liner tape, you know how I love that. And then I keep all my tools, so I've got extra. And I'm going to show you another bag in a second, Ben, because not only is this my main working bag, I also have a bag that I use for messy play, and I'll show you that as well. So tote bags can be used. I would say have multiple tote bags. I've even got a nail file, not always for my nails though. I use this to sand back embossing papers. I'll be showing you that tomorrow as well because we've got different things. Then I've got my pens in here, lots of pens, pencils,
loads
literally.
Of pens.
Yeah, they will all go just in my pockets at the front there. Nothing falls out. The pockets are nice and deep. They hold everything. Thank you, Ben.
Welcome.
More washi tape, which I keep in there. And then I've got all my tape pens, so I keep them all at the side. I've got foam pads in there. I've got my water spritzer.
It's crazy the amount you can get in.
I've even got some of my ink daubers in there that I keep that are for my messy sort of work. So I keep them in a little bag. I've literally got some more ink pads, which we pop in the side. I've then got my more foam pads, rocker blocks, and then we've got, where is this side? I put it's on... Yes, on this side.
Where are they going to go?
I've even got all my plates. So I always keep a set of my Gemini Midi and my Gemini Junior plates, and I literally tuck them in the side So if I bring that in, I tuck them just down the side. So I've always got a set of my Gemini plates on me as well. We haven't even opened this. I've actually got, this is where I keep my cleaning solution.
Okay.
So look at this, I've got my cleaning stamp solution. I've got that one. So if ever you thought you didn't need a tote bag to keep everything in, this is what, you know, so many times people ask me, this is my bow maker. I keep that in my bag. We've got some more glossy highlights there. We've got then our paper trimmer. Again, just tuck that down the side. That will go in there as well. Let's bring that round. Another paintbrush. And we're nearly done then. Just some little bits of rubbish. I mean, it really is my bag, so put the rubbish in. And then my wet wipes. And always a rocker block on the top, which is amazing. That is my tote bag.
Absolutely incredible. You can get so much in there.
So much in there. Now, let me bring in another tote bag. This is another one that we do. We do them in various shapes and sizes and prints as well. This is my coloured one. So this is my messy play. So what I mean by messy, this has got my paint palettes in there. This is my one as well. I've got some of my glitter paste in here. So there's actually 3 glitter pastes in the bottom of there that are all in there. I've then got my ink daubers, so I can't go anywhere without those. I've got my paint palette, Sheena's paint palette in there. I've got Sheena's actual paint palette in there, which is really thick. So you've got all those different paints in there as well. That goes in there. I then store all my brushes. So these are brilliant as well because these are in like little bands at the side, which keep them all organised and tuck in lovely. So you're going to always be organised wherever you go. Here I've got literally, I mean, this is jam-packed. I've got my heat tool in there. I've got more glitter paste. I've got salt in there, which I do my watercolour techniques with. I've got my hot glue gun at the bottom. I have literally loads of little ink daubers and stuff. You can tell this really is my bag. And then I have all my paint brushes. I have my glues in there. I literally keep in the back here some stamps. So if ever I'm doing some watercolours, I've got stamps. I've got a normal block in there. I've got whites. I mean, it truly is my craft bag, which I just can't live without because I take it absolutely everywhere. And it all fits back in there. So much that you can fit in these. Which is quite incredible. Now, other storage, because we're talking also about travelling, aren't we? So being able to take them with you is really important. So you want strong bags. So you will find them on the Crafters Companion website. Let me bring this one in as well, because this is a great bag.
Oh, yes.
And at the end, we'll show this with some of the buddy bags. But I love this bag because it is not just, and actually, all of these bags that we're showing you, all of these ones, these are for every day. You could use them in the garden for your gardening tools. You could use them to go put all your makeup in. You can use them on the beach and put all your suntan creams and your towel rolled up and everything like that. Loads of different storage solutions that you could do with them. So don't just think craft, although that's what we would like to think. We know that you can use them all around the house, tool bags and everything. This is the same. I know people that take this shopping.
Yeah.
It's a great shopping bag because literally you could just fit so much in here, and it's a massive bag. And what I love about this is it's got this top with the zip. It means that it's going to keep it all waterproof as well, so everything's going to be protected in there. It's see-through, so you can see exactly what you've got no matter what you put in here, Ben.
Yeah.
It's wipe-proof. I would say putting things like your mixed media stuff in here is going to be just a great bag to have, because it means it doesn't matter if it gets splashed with anything or you've got paints in there or something leaks. You're going to be able to wipe it. It's going to be you're going to be able to get it all clean straight away. But you can also see exactly what you've got in there. You've also got this pocket at the inside, so you can either put a label on there so you know exactly what's in your bag, or you can just put all your little brushes and stuff, anything like that. It's going to be great for that. But I think, yeah, just a great all-round storage bag.
A lot of people say as well they use that for like a swimming bag or for taking it to the beach.
Perfect for that, isn't it? Yes, because it's you know, if it's wet, you've got wet towels in there, it's going to be absolutely perfect. So yeah, it's a really good one to have, and it just means, and actually if you take this all apart, you can actually fit your bigger bags in there, so you can just pop them in and take them with you. So if you just want them protected, you want to take take one big bag. But I think any storage bag that you can take anywhere makes a massive difference when you can get organised. Organisation starts where we want to go somewhere with it, doesn't it? You want to be organised. A lady has a bag, so we get organised with our bags. So to have something like this that you can literally bring in, put everything that you need inside, and then have that little tote caddy that I've got inside and everything in there. I mean, that really is quite a big bag, isn't it?
It's a craft room in a bag, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It is a craft room in a bag. That's exactly what it is. And it's, it's not that heavy. You can literally, I can hold that with one hand. So you've got all that stuff in there. And I love the fact that it's got a sturdy bottom.
Yes.
It's got a really sturdy bottom, so it means nothing's going to fall out. Not like your shopping bags when you go shopping and everything falls out the bag because it's too heavy. This is going to stay all intact, and you literally can put everything in there. I couldn't be without this, and I know the team couldn't be without their bags either because there's so much that they can do. So yes, these are our storage bags. I'm just going to go back to this one, Ben, because I think this is a really good one to show when you want to take everything out. So let's take these items out. Oh, just throw my watercolour card over there because it has a bottom inside. In fact, I'm just going to empty it, Ben. Let's empty this one.
Doing my trick here. Taking everything out.
Because this is the one where you can literally pack it all flat. So all these Velcro tabs, literally tuck those in like so. And then when we take all of these pieces out, you'll be able to you can literally pop all these in a carrier bag, literally take this one, take these side tabs in, so let's just take those apart like so. And then inside here, you've got a little piece that comes up.
Oh, it lifts up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it lifts up. I'm trying to find the little tab. There it is. So we've got a little tab, comes out of there, comes completely out, and that then folds. Oh, you've got the same one at the front as well. So let's just take that one up like so, and that folds flat. Oh, we've got another one. Look, I'm missing out the ones inside.
Oh, there's one in each layer, isn't there?
One in each layer, that's right, Ben. Yes, forgot about that. And then that folds completely flat, so that will then go into your bag, and it means you can then take this with you, put all those pieces down, so pop them back in, and then you can start re-putting all your stuff in, ready to craft wherever you are. It's just a great bag to have, isn't it?
It is. I love the way as well you've got the little dividers as you've shown there too, so if you want to compartmentalise things, you can.
Put them
and
in.
There's loads of space in the back, isn't there? So like you've put in your 12 by 12s, you could put in plates in the back as well if you wanted, didn't you?
Absolutely, plates. And in fact, Ben, you could actually put all your papers will fit in there.
Yeah.
No problem whatsoever. And then there's still a compartment here, which you can then put your plates in as well. You literally can have everything you need. So if you're someone that loves to go to a friend's house, to a neighbour's house, round to your mum's to craft with, this is a great bag to have because it's, look at that. I mean, it's so sturdy. It literally, you put that wherever you're working and it's going to be amazing. I also think this would be good in the kitchen. Put your recipe books
Love that
in.
idea.
Put your herbs and spices at the front. It'd be ideal then to put in the kitchen. And it looks great, doesn't it? So I absolutely love this one. So if you want storage, these are the great bags for you.
There are loads of lovely comments coming through. Thank you, everyone. Let's read a few of these. Hi to Lynn, who says, good afternoon, Debbie, Ben and Jan and all the team from Newcastle. Hello, Kathy Green in Mechanicsburg. Hello, Altia. Hello, Al, who says, I can vouch for Debbie's craft bag. Many a neighbour has seen me carrying it out to the car. It's one of the reasons that I lean to one side. Who knew you could get so much in, says Al.
It's probably quite true.
Hi, Diane Hatch from New Hampshire. Hello, Wendy Graham. Kirsty D says, hello from a very bored person. I'm doing the shredding at work. That's got to be the most boring job to do. It doesn't sound particularly interesting. Mary Beth Dawes in Minnesota. Sean says, wow, that is literally a craft room in a bag, Debbie. It shows you what you can get in. I'm so pleased I can craft from home, says Lynn. You're right.
I thought there was a spider in there. So sorry. I'm just going to show you.
Is it the bee?
There's a stamp in there, look, and there's a spider on there. I literally just put it to the side. I was like, oh, there was a spider in there. Sorry.
I use these totes for taking all my big stuff to crop, says Stephanie. Kathy says, I like to store my 12 by 12 pads in that tote. And Sally Cripps says, hey up, Ben. Debbie, messaging from a hotel in Orlando. You say, what a night. Never seen wind or rain like that before. Hopefully you are staying safe, and to all of our
Absolutely.
Floridians, stay safe, sending you lots of prayers. Al has just messaged saying, Ben, I've lost my kitchen sink. Can you check that Debbie doesn't have it in her tote bag, please?
It could be. Tote bags fit everything in, don't they? They're absolutely amazing.
They are so good. Loads more still to come. Please keep firing in any questions. We would love to have your questions at the end of the show. Anything that you've seen so far, anything that you want to know on things that we've not covered, and also particularly buddy bags, because we've got pretty much all of the buddy bags that we've got in stock on the show. So if you want to know more about those, please feel free to get those questions in. All right, we're going to have a look next at travelling and storing all of your dies and stamps, Debbie.
Yes, I'm going to show you how to store all those stamps and dies neatly and safely, because that's what we want, isn't it? These folders are incredible. So I'm going to go through all the different storage that we've got to store your dies and stamps in. And we do a full range of different ones. So these ones are our folders, and obviously they're purple, which look just beautiful. They're really strong. They've got reinforced stitching at the sides, which means they're going to take a lot of weight. Dies are metal, so when you're storing your metal dies, you want to have a folder that you can rely on. You want to have one that when you're pulling it out of your shelves and you're taking your dies and you're opening and shutting the zips, you want to know that they're going to be strong, Ben. So what I love about these is the fact that the folder itself is super strong and really versatile. Let's look at the A5 one first of all. So you can see this takes your A5 sheets. You can buy these separately. They come in packs of 3, and they're great because they're metallic, magnetic, as you can see, and they're literally going to hold your dies. So if I just take this out, literally they're going to stay on there. They're not going anywhere. So they're actually on there, which makes them really usable. They're great to use. It means if I just want to be working with this die set, I can take this out, pop that one to the side, and just have this on my desk ready to craft with straight away. So I love the idea that you can store them like this. The other thing is you get extra pockets. So again, we were talking about having storage that you can take with you anywhere. These folders, you can definitely do that. If you want to go and craft with a friend, have projects, you can put all your tools in here, like your die brushes, you can put your pokey tools in there, and you're ready to craft wherever you go. So having all those inside this makes them just a really good case to use. Now that's your A5 one. We've then got the A4 one, which is the big size. And this, I mean, I can tell already this is really heavy. I love the fact that you've got tabs on here, so you can literally pop a little piece of paper inside and write on what it's in. In my craft room, I've got these and it just tells me exactly what's in them. It's just ease of use. You can grab them straight away, know what's in them. You've got those reinforced stitching as well, which is going to keep them nice. And again, you've got this amazing plate here, which is just your clip and take out. And again, you can buy multiple packs. Now, there is loads in here. If I just pop that in. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 die cut sheets in there with loads of dies, and you can see none of them are coming out. In fact, they're just magnetising to the next page. But all of those are stuck in there fast. They're not coming out. They're not falling down. I've not got dies all over the place, so it works really well. I've got the pockets as well, so if you want to put additional tools in there, you can. Just a really great one to use. Now, if you didn't want the softer ones, we do the harder ones, which I like these. I like the way that they're very neat, they're clear, they're white-proof, so everything's really good about these. But what you can get for these ones are your stamp storage. So your stamp storage are brilliant. So you've got these tabs on the side. You can see it's this white, clean surface, but it's perfect for your stamps. So I've just got a stamp set here, and all you would do with your stamps is literally, you don't have to take them off of this bit, just stick them down.
Right, yeah.
Like so.
Good idea.
Yeah, because if you take them off, then you then can't see. Because a lot of our stamps, it's wrote on there what it is.
Right.
So if you keep them on the carrier sheet, just pop them on like that. And if you pop them in a place where you can put multiples, I can then put another one there, there, and there. You can put loads of stamps on there. So great for your stamps. But also, I do want to show you something else. I'm going to bring this back in because if you do want to just use your magnet ones, we do a lot of stamp and dies now. So on one side, you've got your magnets. On the other side, you've got the white proof. So that now will stick onto there. So if you did want to have your stamps and dies together, this storage solution is just brilliant because you can just pop them all in one place and just so easy to use. So absolutely love all of those. I think you just choose what you like to use. I would go for a few of different ones and see which ones that you like, the hard ones or you want the carry case. Obviously this is not a carry case one, you've not got a handle on those. Then we're going to come into these trays. I love these. So these are our storage and cases inside, supply cases in here. Now there's all different ones that you can get, all different shapes and sizes. What I love about them is they literally have that tray form, so everything that you want to put in them, you can see exactly what you need. You can literally pull outside, so that one's amazing. That one's with your 2 compartments. Yeah. We do one with a 4 compartment as well, and we do also one, I think it's with a 6. In fact, we've got a 6 and an 8. Yeah. So yeah, which is amazing. Now, what's good about these ones is, I'm going to show you the other ones in a second, is literally you don't have to have them all out in one go. No. So if I just want these 2 out, because that's what I'm crafting with, I can put that to the side. I can literally have these on my desk and I'm ready to go with whatever I've put inside them. So you can get so organised with these boxes. I think these are a really good way of getting organised.
And if you wanted to as well, so you get the larger trays in the 2, don't you? You could have one of the larger trays and then put those 2 into one, so mix and match the trays around?
Absolutely mix and match the trays, yes. And if you just want the carry case in itself is great, and you might just want to use your trays as drawer dividers, because drawer dividers are a massive thing in organisation at the moment, aren't they? Where people have them and they put all the organisers in the drawer, especially for jewellery. These would be great for if you want to keep your jewellery all organised in your drawer, so they're amazing. We've then got, look at these ones. So we've got our 6 one. Okay. So let's bring this one in. And you're right, you can mix and match these. Take some of these out. I love these because you literally just pull out a tray at a time wherever you want it. If I want my glitters out, I can literally just put my glitters on, put that away until they're ready to go back in there. Literally, I just think this is amazing. This is someone who, if they love your makeup, how organised can you be with this?
Absolutely right.
So literally all your lipsticks, all your makeup goes in there. But if you're a crafter, amazing. If you're someone that loves sewing, all your little cotton reels are going to go in there. Your needles are going to go in there. So any sort of craft that you're doing, this one is going to be amazing. Well, they're all going to be amazing, but I love the fact that you've got all these. If you want to go one step further, we do have this one. I love this. So this is going to be amazing for literally what you can see, all your tools. So your pencils, your tools, your paint brushes, all of those separate ones are going to be incredible for. I love the fact you've got these little dishes.
Perfect size, isn't it?
So good. I'm also thinking what this one would be good for, Ben, is we do a touch of sparkle with all the gems.
Oh, I love that idea.
Literally, you can put your gems in here, whichever colour, and then when you're ready, you can literally just tip it up and pour them back into the little pot that you've had them in. So lots of different things that you can be doing with that. So I love this one. So whatever your storage ideas are, or whatever you have to do. I'm also thinking, do you know, kids have Lego. Oh, yeah. This one would be really good with all the little tiny bits of Lego. You know, when you get the little hands and feet to make the Lego toys, that would be good for that one.
Also, if your kids have got the like Barbie dolls or Cindy dolls, a lot of their clothes and the shoes and the jewellery for them as well. So small, but these are perfect size.
Perfect for that. But also around the house, the office, batteries, all things like that are going to be perfect for putting in there. A first aid kit, I think that's a brilliant idea as well, because it's just so many things that you can put into there and store. So regardless of what you have to store, because we all have those differences of what we have in the house, don't we? Like, we're talking from a crafter's point of view, I think, but for anybody that's a hobbyist of any sort, I'm thinking even fishing, Ben.
Absolutely right, yeah. And what you touched on as well, I really like, is if you just wanted the bags on their own, maybe just to even just store like carding, you could take all the trays out and have like a tray system.
Love that.
in your craft room, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
You could use them separate from each other.
You can absolutely use them separate. I've used these separate with a lot of things that I have, and I have them separate in my drawers at home, and I've also got them where I sort of put all my different tapes as well, because I want them taller, but because they're lower, so you can put them in your drawers. And then I've got some of the bigger ones. I've put all my rolls of red liner tape in them,
idea.
so they run down, but I can't fit them in here, but I can still use my storage bag. And you're right, taking paper takers, like being able to put all your papers in there, take them wherever you want to go. You might want one of these for each one of your coloured cardstock, because they will fit your A4 in there, won't they? So you could have one just for all your reds, or your greens, or your blues. So great storage, these bags. And what's more is they are amazing in the way that they're made, because they're reinforced stitching. They're going to last a long time. They're not going to fall apart. They're absolutely incredible. So if you want your storage solutions to be able to pop everything into your folders for your die and your stamps and all your other crafting, these are the ones for you.
Well, really comprehensive. I love these, and I feel hopefully like everyone's beginning to sort of get organised and thinking about ways to be able to do it. PB Brewer Martin says, one of our wonderful CC community members, talking about the desk organiser, mentioned recently that she's got 3 of those on her desk. Such a great idea for artists, crafters and teachers. Sally says she's got a few of these, the folders with the magnetic sheet. She says they're really strong. You can get some that are flimsy and the dies fall off when you move them. I remember when Leanne was in just a while back, she was saying when they first came up with the die storage, but the magnetic sheets, she hung it up on her door for 3 months and overloaded it almost just to test how strong it was.
So many in there just to make sure that that reinforced stitching was what she wanted. She's a stickler for that sort of thing, Leanne.
Yeah, stickler for the detail.
Yes.
Good morning to Eleanor, who's joined us. Julie says, oh my, I'm going to be organised but broke. There's so many good ideas. But this is the thing though, isn't it? And we've got more to show you in just a second. You spend good money on buying craft tools, so you need to make sure that you've got the correct storage to keep all of those tools, keep the papers, keep the cardstock in good nick, so you know that you're paying good money and it's there in good nick when you want to use it. Kim Rice is saying that 8 drawer in the storage and supply is great for mini ink pads. And Al says, Action Men or Star Wars figures, or even Playmobil for those trays too, which is another great idea. We're going to come on to another section in just a moment. Just to remind you, as we head towards the end of the show, we do need your questions. Anything you want to ask, please feel free to fire it in. Even if you have just joined us and you think, oh, they've probably covered that already, no problem. We can go back to it. We can look at something again that we've already touched on. Or as I say, if we're reiterating a point, I think it's great just for people who are joining in. So feel free to fire those questions in, and we will do those towards the end of the show. Our final little segment here when it comes to organising is all about getting organised when it comes to your ink pads and when it comes to your multitude of pens, Debbie.
Let's show you exactly how to organise your pens and your ink pads, because that's exactly what we want to do, isn't it? I remember before we brought out storage like this, just having your pens like this. Literally, you would just have handfuls of pens and you wouldn't know what to do with them. So they'd be over your desk, and some would be over here and some would be over there, and you just didn't have that storage. And because our pen system comes in a colour code, not that these ones are in a colour code, but you can see here, these pen trays are quite incredible. I'm just going to take one off the top so you can see what I do here. So if you haven't seen our pen storage, this is what they are, Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, simplicity, but they work so well.
It's really good.
And to be able to stack them like this and have them really neat, if I turn it round, you can just see how neat that is all the way round. I think there's something really good about being able to have something structured, but something that's really usable, really workable, and it holds everything that you need it to hold. Now, you can buy these pen systems, you can buy multiples of them at a time. So really, just depending on how many pens you have, you just keep getting the trays, and they will stack and stack and stack, and they're not going to fall over. They're really sturdy because they actually, I'm going to take these pens out and show you these ones. So let's just move that to the side a bit. These have grooves at the side. I think we can just pick that up. These grooves slot in to the next one. You've got these little feet on the bottom. So if I just hold it and let me go this way. Yes, we've got the little feet here and just at the bottom there. those feet stack into the next system. You can also put them in line, so you can literally have them at the top. They will slot in on the top ones, just like so.
Okay.
And that will only slot into that top one. So what you want to do is stack them as you go along. This one needs to be at the bottom.
Yeah.
So what you would do is take off, so literally take that one off. You would take off the whole of this system. You see, I've left that bottom one.
Yeah.
Those would then link together, and then you can start another system going
got you.
along. If you want to stagger them, you
Yes.
can absolutely do that as well. So there's two little notches. It means that you can stack them so they almost slant, so they're easier to get out.
Yeah.
So that's a really good feature. The other brilliant feature about these, Ben, they're universal.
Yes.
We're not just saying you can store our pens. Obviously, we would love you to store our pens, but you can store any pens that you've got in your stash. Children's pens, I know they just have like the felt tip pens or whatever sort of art liners they have at all. College people are going to absolutely love these. If someone's at university, having something on their office desk or where they're doing any sort of drawing, anyone that's illustrating, these pens are going to work for you, and you literally just slot them in along the top. Now, when I talk about different pens, we have different pens ourselves.
Yeah.
So we have our Illustrator, fit perfectly. We're going to have our tri-blend pens as well. Now, the tri-blend are longer pens, but they're going to fit in as well, and they don't come off. They still stay in there. So even though they're longer pens, they will all stack in there. So it doesn't matter how many you have in there, they're going to stay nicely in there. And you can see, because our pens have their names on the edges, you can see, and the colours, you can see exactly what you're picking every single time. So they are amazing. Now, would you like me to show you something else that's amazing, Ben?
Why not?
I'm going to show you, because I'm going to show you some other for storage for our ink storage, but I do want to bring in, oh no, let's show that first. Let's show the ink pad storage. Because, you know, we talk about universal, we know that there's lots of other ink pads on the market. And there's a lot of ink pads that are square, some are circle, some are oval. We have sort of teardrop shape, and we have some oval ones. They're all going to fit beautifully in there. But if I take these first layer out and show you this pen tray, we have a ridge here just at the top. So literally, when you put your square ones in, they're going to butt up to that ridge, and that square has been designed to fit perfectly with all your other ink pads that you've got out there that are on the market. So that's why we call them universal. You don't need to just put our ink pads on there. Of course, we want you to have our ink pads. They are amazing, and they are literally just going to store wherever you want them, whichever way round that you want to store them, they will store in there. If you want the bigger part out, you can literally pop them that way as well. So they're great, and they work in exactly the same way as the pen system. It is a case of literally popping them to the side so we can like just lock them into there like so, and you can have them going along. So if you've got a really long desk, you literally can put them on your desk, and that is going to be a perfect solution for those as well. So absolutely love this pen system, love the ink system. Doesn't matter what you put in them, they're just going to work. So your pen system, let's talk about something else, shall we? Because we'll just move these to the side. I'm going to bring this in.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like a weekend bag.
It does look like a travel bag, yeah.
Which is a great travel bag, because I do think there's a lot to be said for being able to craft on the go. We know lots of people out there that go on caravan holidays, lots of people that may be on long train journeys that are travelling to work. This bag is perfect, because not only is it great for your pen storage, which I'm going to show in a minute, it is great for holding so many other things. If you just want to take this bag and you want to change, you want to just take a quick change of clothes, or you want to just put a little bit of makeup in there, you can do that. But you've got these side pockets, which I love, because they open fully out here, and they've got all these different individual pockets in there as well, which I absolutely love, like so. So you can put all your stamps in there, your ink pads in there. They're going to be amazing. Now, do have to just have this round towards me so you can see, so I can see what I'm doing. But if I just open that up, what I love about this bag is it's fully open. So when you are crafting, you can see exactly what you're getting.
Yes.
You've got a pocket here which has a really deep, it's the whole pocket there that you can put extra things in as well. But I am going to turn it round to me, or slightly, just because I want to show you that your whole pen tray
look
system,
at this.
I know, we're going to show you how to do it. So let me just bring that in and pop that down. I'm going to bring it the other way. So let me just bring it this way round, just so you can see, and we're just going to tuck that in.
That's crazy.
I know, isn't it amazing that the whole system, I'm being very careful, you will do yours without your pens in there. Look at that, Ben. The whole system fits in there, really nice and neat, and that then none of your pens are going to come out of there. So you can take that with you. I mean, if you ever wanted pen storage to take on the go, this is the bag for you. And literally you would then open it up, and as soon as you open it up, Ben, look, you're ready to colour straight away. You could fit more of the trays on there, which are incredible. It is just, if you want, you could put your ink storage trays on the, shall we do it?
So they fit in there as well?
So yes, your ink storage will fit on there as well. It's the same system. I should have done it first, but we're just going to pop them in. Look at that. I mean, I didn't even plan that. So, but yeah, your whole system will click into there, and then look at that. You've got your ink pads and your pens on the go. I mean, I can't think of a better storage system to be able to take on the go, craft on the go, and take all your little toiletries and maybe a change of clothes with you at the same time. If you're just going for an overnight stay somewhere, but you're wanting to do some colouring, it's a great one to have. It has this really big strap as well, which is good. We've got this soft closure on the top, which means it's not going to dig into your shoulders, because obviously this is going to be quite weighty with all your pens in there. But I love the fact that we've thought of everything with this. This is like your mini case. And then, Ben, if you don't want to go away crafting, just take it as an overnight bag. It's a great one to have. But if you wanted a storage solution and you wanted something that really works for you, especially with your pens or your ink pads, those storage trays are going to be amazing, and the bag is absolutely incredible. Storage solutions at their best.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I think it's one of the best storage solutions that we do. And Lynn says, I've got the large pen storage bag and trays. I keep an empty tray in and put the pens I'm using at the time onto my table. It's a brilliant idea, all kept in order and clean and tidy. Sandy says, good morning. Hello, Sandy. And Crystal says, I've just added 9 more ink pads to my stash, so I definitely need more storage. Stephanie says, I have both the pen and ink storage, and I never knew about that locking feature, so thank you. Yeah, it's just little hints and tips like that that hopefully these shows are kind of bringing to your attention to help you get the best out of your products. Don't forget everything that we're showing you on the website. So if you do need to pick up any of the bits and pieces, or maybe you've been wowed by the pen trays and the universal storage system, you want to grab it, get to the website, pick up those deals, because I feel like with birthday on the horizon, you're probably going to need more storage solutions, aren't you? So get them now, and then you've got them ready for when all of those new goodies arrive after birthday. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to look at some of your questions. I know there's a few sort of filtering in. We're also going to take a look at some of the buddy bags as well, because it's a question that we get asked quite a lot. Which buddy bag for X, which buddy bag for Y? So we're going to hopefully take you through a bit of a definitive list as far as that's concerned. But more importantly than that, if you have a question, that's what these shows are all about. So please ask. And as I say, I'll reiterate the point, even if you think we've covered it, or even if we've already mentioned it and you didn't quite understand, ask again, and we'll tackle all of those questions after this short break.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat. Then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Exciting. Not long.
I like these little sneaky peeks that we're getting.
Just to say, if you haven't yet got the booklet, I think everyone pretty much has, but if you haven't yet got the booklet, download it. It's on our socials. It's right across the socials, Facebook, Insta. I know a lot of us guys have shared it as well, so grab it, have a look. All the details that you needed there, all the deals, everything. So please do have a look. Hi to Vanessa who's joined us. Emily says, I can't remember the name of the bag with the trays, but my mum uses it for food utensils whilst on picnics. And that's what a lot of these storage solutions are for as well, aren't they? Not just crafting, you know. And Emily says, I gave my teacher a Lois tote bag and she uses it as a bag for her new baby tote.
Ah, that's nice. Yeah, that's a good idea as well because it's got a lot of room in it, hasn't it?
Yeah, and just one more. Eleanor says, I need to get more of the buddy bags. They're a great product. We're going to look at those. She says, I've got a lot of my stamps and dies in some of them along with my other essentials. Right, let's have a look at your questions then, because we've had quite a few storage queries and quandaries coming through. So the first question is from Jane McGillivray.
Hello, Jane.
Who says, what about solutions for storing offcuts of card and paper? She says, I end up with drawers full that I then have to sort through to find pieces. So is there a good way to store our offcuts?
So I feel your pain, honestly, because I do exactly the same. In fact, I've got a box under my desk. It's a plastic box and all my offcuts go in that plastic box. And then then when it gets too full, because I've forgotten to use any of them, I have a good sort through. And actually, there's a lot of the body bags that have a filing sort of system in them. And any offcuts like that, they're really good to put them in a colour order. I would also say any of our file boxes as well. We do like file boxes.
yes.
They're good to put them in. Totally Tiffany, have a look on the Crafters Companion website, because honestly, there's lots of different file boxes there that you can literally put projects in and put your papers and have a system. You could also use a file box as well and pop some of your, do you know, you get the, I don't know what they're called, the plastic envelopes that you use in filing folders.
Oh, just like the little, the storage pockets.
Yeah, so you could use like our plastic box, like one like this. You could just buy those plastic folders, pop them in there, and then just put them in your colour form. So literally, all you would do is undo that. They'll still fit into here, and then you would just have all your different colours in the pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do it that way. So I think, yeah, have a sort out, colour code them, and I often think I'm going to do it and never get round to it, but I think I need to, because we keep all those scraps, but then we forget to use them, and then they just build up. But yeah, definitely have. And also another idea, Ben, is to create a project using a specific colour, and then go to your craft box and sort through and get all your blues out and think, right, I'm going to make a project with all these blue scraps and start using them that way. And then if you've got a pink card, think, right, get my box out, ruffle through it and get all your pink scraps out of it, and then make a project with those pink scraps. And then that way you'll start to use them a bit more.
I think, Jane, hopefully that answers your question. And your question sort of bleeds over into this next question from Lynn Bledsoe. Says, how do I store cards and projects that I've made that isn't for a specific person? I mean, that could be potentially buddy bags, couldn't it?
Buddy, you've got a really good buddy bag
there,
Ben,
Denise.
which I love. Yeah, this one is Denise, and it's a great buddy bag, especially for your projects, because it comes open the whole way over the top. And you've got these 3 compartments that literally come out. So you've got these little boxes. These are really good for storing all your little projects in. So if you've got something where you might be thinking, right, let's just say next month I've got, I know Susan's having her baby next month, I'm going to make a baby card. It's also Maria's birthday, so I'm going to make a birthday card. Oh, and it's Father's Day, so I need to make a Father's Day card. You could literally sort yourself out into these buddy bags with your project pieces. So I could get all my dies. I think, my dad liked his tools, so let's get the tools from the Modern Man, pop them into here. I'm going to get my paper pad, pop that into there. I'm ready to go with that one when I need them. Then I'm going to do my baby cards, so I'll get all my baby bits and dies together and pop them in there. And I love the fact that you can just store this and have all those little project pieces in there, but also good for your scraps as well.
And I think another solution there is Karen, who's slightly bigger, and again, allows you to store slightly bigger, like full-made projects.
So Karen, I think you can buy the actual storage little pouches that go into Karen as well.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I use Karen. This is the one I use for my touch of sparkle.
Oh, brilliant.
And I put my gem packs in here, my tools, my glue, all the dies that come with it, all fit into this neatly. But yes, look, these are all like project cards that are in here, and you can fit loads in there, absolutely loads. That's a great, Karen's a good shout, Ben, I think, for your projects, for your scraps, anything like that. So that's a really good one to go for. So hopefully that will help. Karen's the one.
Yeah, 8 1/4 by 4 1/2 by 7 1/4, the dimensions of Karen. Julie has asked, so she's talking about the desk organiser and the big clear bag that you've got. So she wants to fit the desk organiser. Yeah. Well, does she have to fold that down if she wants to put it in the bag, or will it go in?
So I love that idea. We were talking about it, folding it all up and putting these to a separate thing. Actually, this will fit in. I've got another bag here, which is our big tote bag. And literally, this will fit in to the whole, literally.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Look at
brilliant. That is brilliant.
There you go. So that is a yes, it will fit into that bag. So yeah, absolutely. I love that idea. And there's different sizes of bags, different bags that you can get from Totally Tiffany. So have a look at those ones. And then, yeah, so that was a nice, simple yes.
Our little sandbox says, silly question, no such thing.
No, not at all.
He says, I don't know, so I've got this question. Do you store aqua pens differently than alcohol pens? So would you need a different way to store them than we've already shown?
It's a really good question because you can store aqua pens anywhere you want.
Right.
So we tell you to store an alcohol pen flat, so horizontal, because it's alcohol ink. It means if you stored it this way, all those colours would, like once you start to use them, when you first get them, it's packed full of colour. But as you start to use them, the colour drains out of it. And what will happen is you'll get all your colour in the darkest shade here, and you'll get no colour in the lightest one. It'll go right to the bottom. So you have to keep them like this to equalise the ink out.
Right.
So that's how you would store an alcohol pen. Your watercolour pens, they're held in a different way. So they're like a sort of felt, and they run out as well. So that you can literally, you can store them upright or lengthways. If you've got the storage cases, then you just store them the normal way. But you can actually store your aqua pens anywhere you want.
Just whilst we're on the subject of pens as well, because we're talking buddy bags, I thought it might be just worth bringing in. So there's Deborah and there's Terry, and these just look like great ways to transport our pens around, yeah?
Really good ways. I love this as well. And also, so I think the Deb is a Terry one. Terry one's slightly higher, taller, so you can put your, I just had one here. You can put these pens in there. They will go in, which is your tri-pen. So your tri-blend markers, I'll pop it in so you can see. The tri-blend pens will fit into there, like so. So they're just like taller, so you can see you get all your taller pens. And you can fit all your aqua markers in. And again, you would store them like that or like that on your shelf, because you'd have them like that. If you're storing your aqua markers, you can just store them upright, and they're absolutely fine.
And Sarah is a good option again for the bigger pens, isn't she?
Yes, for bigger pens, but fitting more in. So you can see, you can fit your bigger pens and smaller pens in Terry, but you've got much more gap in this one. So much more space to be able to store loads of pens in there. So I absolutely love the fact that you can put all of them in there. Yeah, I quite like the Sarah bag. It's one of my favourites, and you can put lots of different stuff in there. It's not just for pens. But yeah, that's another really cool one to go for. If you've not seen the buddy bags, head to the website, because you'll literally find so many, and they will all be super cool to use for anything that you've got to store with.
Final question from Amani, who says, as far as ink pad storage, can you clarify with the watermark or sheen or disappearing ink, are they to be stored upside down? She's not quite sure.
So you don't actually need to store ink pads upside down, because they're packed full of ink, so they don't need to. I'll tell you a secret, I store all my ink pads upside down. And the reason being is because we say if your ink pad is new, it doesn't need storing, because the whole full, whether it's a felt, whether it's a sponge, is packed full of ink. So you don't need to store it upside down. But as you start to wear them out, and the more you use them, the more the ink will go to the bottom. So then store them upside down, so all the ink that's left will always be at the surface. So I just do that because I don't know when my ink pads are going to run out, so I just turn them upside down anyway. It really doesn't matter.
And just one to throw into the mix as far as buddy bags are concerned.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Edna.
Yes, so Edna is the one you want for storing all your ink pads. It's brilliant. That and Stephanie. A Stephanie bag is really good for ink pads as well. But I love the Edna one because it's nice and neat. Got the little handles at the side. Great one.
There's Stephanie.
There's Stephanie, which I love for my ink pads. That's the one I use at home for my ink pads. I literally have these on my desk, stacked up like this, and my ink pads are like that. So I can just pull them out when I need them. Yeah, it's amazing. So there you go.
Thank you so much, everybody, for all of the questions, and hopefully, we have answered all of your storage questions and quandaries. So thank you so much for sending those in. We're done.
We're done.
We are done. I've really enjoyed that show. I think hopefully we've kicked off everything, haven't we? We've covered everything off.
I think we have. I mean, you know, we'd love to hear all your ideas and whatever you have in that storage. I think there is so much to choose from, and I think hopefully we've tackled some of the issues that you have. But storage has become massive in the world, hasn't it? And people like to get, whether it's, you know, organising your drawers and having all those different compartments, or whether you want to just organise your craft room and have a really good amount of storage, we've got it covered.
Certainly have. Thank you so much, everybody. We're back same time tomorrow with Crafty Stash, the final one. It's all about embossing, but it's not the final show of the day. No, it's Thursday, so you know tonight, live at 5. We're going to be back with the Crazy Cartload show. It is absolutely stacked tonight. Some brilliant deals for you. So do make sure you come and join us, pick up all of those deals. Everything's live on the website for you right now, so have a peruse, and we'll see you tonight at 5. Until then, bye for now.